Merlinnek az egyik tanítványa. Hopp.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald.
Isidora.
Professor Rackham.
Morgana. Hát ilyen, ez is Morgana. Morgana. Majdnem.
Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too.
Percival.
But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts
A szultán is itt van. Szent Bakár.
So if I can see
Ez
traces of
arab.
ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Ebből baj lesz, gyerekek. Ebből nagy baj lesz. Ott már láttam a szemén, hogy lehet, hogy még tőlünk is gonoszabb varázsló.
Sebastian.
Sebastian meg lelépett, keresi a bohócot. A bohóc az megvan. Osztorohat. Hallod, ez nem a Shrekből az a tündér, aki repkedett? Amúgy úgy néz ki. Nézd meg, a haja az úgy néz ki. A feje is kb.
If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
További szép estét, hello, hello.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Na, az is megvan. Hopp, majdnem 7-es szintű lett. A kalandor. Hello, hello és hello. Hát elvileg kell, hogy legyen a vodnak hangja. És már azt megcsináltuk. De hol vannak a questek? Quest az doko. Nem, hát igazából még kijátszottuk a játékot, nincs több quest. Dír. Jó, most gondolom kell keresni ilyen mellékszutykot. Ja nem, csak ki kellett jönni, jó van. Teleport az nincs közelbe. Úgy is van. Amurant is ezt tolja, mi? Most lehet, hogy jaj. Osszájra teleportáltam. Nem, hogy csupa véletlen, mert csak egyszer kattintottam rá, de egyből portolt. Ez ki a... Nem akarok resourcozni most, köszi szépen, hello. Aha. Az elvileg elég közel van. Gondoltam. Mondjuk az már nagy szó, hogyha még ő is ezt tolja. Lejjebb van. Ha itt pihenünk egyet, akkor itt várunk.
Oi, can you help me?
Itt is várakozunk egyet. Ki kéne osztani amúgy újra a varázslatokat. Mert így... Ja, ez Reparo. Nekem most nem Reparo kellene, hanem a... Lumos... Az sem... Vagy az R betű? Ja, jó van, az ott van mindig. Akkor nincs gond. Maradhat így egyenlőre.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
Nézzük, hogy mit varázsol itt a bánatfejű. Ne takarodj innen, köszi szépen.
I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Na mutasd, öreg. Nehogy azt mondom, valami kifestőt hoztam neked. Pont hiányzik az alap. Minő meglepő. Úristen. Látszik, hogy ki van tépve.
Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand.
Georgie.
I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Georgie-nak kampó.
Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic.
A cáttól a szobornak valami csillag a kezébe. Azt már megnézzük, hogy be tudjuk-e húzni.
Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Úgy néz ki, nem?
Revelio.
Hopp, complete main quest. 7-es, úristen. Az igen. Hát tiszta high-tech ez a bagoly levél.
Also, the training dummy is still available.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
Itt ilyet. Jó. Ez van itt a legközelebb. Odafelé menet meg jó volna még feloldani pár ilyen fast travel pontot. Vagy elnézem, most már egyre több a szaladgálás oda-vissza.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked
Gyerekek, most nézem a hatalmas world map. Gyerekek, milyen kis részt oldottunk fel.
Please complete the assignments I have given you and then proceed to see
Hopp,
me
ott a
in my
Dobby.
classroom.
Dobika.
What are you up to now?
Hogy arra kell, mert nem, hát be erre mutat haló.
This cannot possibly be.
Ja, itt oldalt lehet lemenni.
Smell. Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Így a tündéranyú. Vagy őszanyú, vagy mi. Hopp, ott a ugrabúgos.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Oh, hello.
Hello, nem sokszor fogsz látni, hello.
Welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Sebastian meg itt kempel lent. Gyerekek.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl.
Szép kis növény.
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Accio.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Ilyen pálkás. Nem tudom. Az igen.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil.
Aztok. Rak bele, Pali.
The soils have enveloped the root
Milyen
like a warm,
növény ez,
dirty blanket,
gyerekek.
putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knockout.
Yes, Professor.
Téged is bele kell rakni a vázába, mi?
They can be rather difficult to get a grasp
Én meg
of.
így segítem, amikor meglátom Charles, hogy valami értelmeset kérdez. Pont
Actually, I
így
enjoyed it. I
segít.
couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You've visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Na,
If there's fancy
ültetni
or
kell.
roses.
Dittany's restorative properties
Aj,
make it a
nekem.
vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Jó. Ilyen gyorsan megy. Ha. Eddig 10 perc. 10 perc ez a cucc. Ha, és ha visszarakom, akkor... Ja. Ki lehet ebből szedni.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion.
10 perc múlva lesz kész. Hát az úgy... Nem gyenge.
What say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Jó. Mehetünk vissza.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good.
Tényleg, hogy követ a Pali. Takarodj innen.
Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost my thumb once. Don't worry. Nurse Blaney put it back on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Belútolunk mindent. Tab volt. Aha. Aha, oké. Várjál. Mit kéne rábasznunk amúgy? Ezt.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on.
Az igen.
Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out.
Mondjuk az úgy nem gyenge.
But they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages.
Szóval tudunk igazából dobni ilyen, úgymond petet.
Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out.
Támadgatja az ellenfele.
See fairly quickly why we call them that.
Ilyen taunt. Ami még damage-el is.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary.
Azt hittem, hogy ez is valami Weasley. De nem. Leonardo da Vinci.
Plants in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves. I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they?
Dobáltuk a kínai növényeket.
Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject.
Gránátokat is mutathatnál, hogy azokat hogy lehet összehozni.
Well, I suppose that's everything.
Meg stun gránát is jól jönne.
I so enjoy checking
Flashbang, stb.
Revelio. Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots.
Még 5 perc. Igazából 6. Jó. És megint nem jelzi a Következő cuccost. Viszont erre kell menni. Na és akkor itt már elvileg be kell, hogy adja. Potion class. Na. Nézzük azt a de várjunk, mert itt még van valami. Hello. Hopp, még egy sál. Lehet bújócskázni. Találj meg, Pali. Ez felettem lehet? Meg itt is van valami egy láda. Meg itt cseng is valami. Viszont be van zárva.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora.
Pardon me if I seem
a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly
Ez is ugrabuggos.
Samantha thinks I'm potty.
Ugrabrug.
But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the
Amúgy
mystery.
ebben valamit lehetne csinálni, csak nem tudom még, hogy mit. Most még ne azt jelezzem már, haló. Hanem megyünk szépen a potion órára. Megnézzük, milyen mérgeket lehet megtanulni.
Shouldn't there be Aurors or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Ja, milyen a Piton professzor.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Most minkogyfasztunk valamit.
Use a strong, even motion when
a rablókat. Ja, hogy ezt nekem kell. Ó, néznek. Pörges Pali.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Dear. Meg kell verni, mondom ezt is. Kavarjat, Pali. De nézzek, hogy mit főztem neked. Ez nem akármilyen potion, ez legendary potion.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Nagyon ügyes potion csináló vagyok.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yeah, nem adok külön órákat, nyugi.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Itt a Weasley vadék.
Wait, are you
Miért nem mondtad ki a nevedet?
Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Oké, most kéne összebányászni a cuccokat. Hopp. Auror Office. Úristen, tiszta official. Megvannak a tonyások is. Pám. Ez igen, micsoda rózsaszín csirke. Kis csimbusz.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Most olyan potion lesz itt, hogy megborultak-e, hol van a... Most lesz az én simakra. Ez lenne most a következő. Na ez 30 másodperc alatt megvan. Milyen jó, az magától csinálja. De most visszamenni abba a növényházba, hát azt tudom már hol volt. Az lassan kész van szerintem, amit elültettünk. És bam! Pika.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time.
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
Elszabadult a pokol.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you.
Hopp, a hollóházas.
Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Na, professor.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Na jó, hát ennél nem tanultunk meg sok mindent, igazából az egyszerű potion csinálás, azt így, hello. Meg a Weasley Spali mutatott még egy Endurus Potion-t. Nincs semmi loot, nincs. Ennyi elég volt. Viszont így nem is mutatja. Jó, itt van a zöld, szerintem ide kéne visszamennünk, mert szerintem kész van az a cucc, amit elültettünk. Itt fel. Várjál, hogy nem lehet, de ha ez ide teleportálunk. Amikor eljöttünk onnan, akkor volt 5 perc, azt hiszem, hogy kész legyen. Az nem az. Most még találjam meg, várjunk, lehet, hogy itt. Ha. Hopp, ott is van. Na. És most jön az, hogy... Meg kéne keresni, hogy hol van. Van ez a main quest. Itt tanulhatunk még egy varázslatot, most nézem. Akkor elsőbb még arra ráficcenünk.
How inconvenient travel was before I invented flue powder.
Jó, mert messze vagyunk a jó úttól, várjunk csak. Jó, random ide jövünk. Fel van osztva több részre a zóna, és nem mindenhol mutatja a jelenlegi küldetést. Mint fel most.
Don't get too...
Some kind soul help me.
Elvileg ez meg lent van. De még majd csak felfelé tudunk itt jönni. Ez nem az. Quest. A Netti Lajos, de hol van a Netti is? Azt se látom jelenleg. Na, viszont most már jeleli. Aha. A Netti az másik univerzumban van, most nézem. Át kell rohannunk ide. Ha. A Nettike. Meghúztad a váratlant. Enyhén szólva. Csak egy pöppet. Let's be show begin.
Revelio.
Bent valami van.
I spent hours trying to conjure a meat pie only to then find out about Gamp's law. Such a disappointment.
Olyan puzzle-ek vannak, mint Genshinben, hallod? Jó, és akkor most át kéne gyalogolni, az úgy szép lesz. Lehet vágni az utat. Jó. Jó kis útlevágások. Tiszta Need for Speed. Nem kaptam még seprőt, meg semmi. Hopp, várjál.
What are you up to now?
Fast travel. Legalább most kint is körülnézünk egy picit. Hát ez még szerintem korai izé nélkül. Hátos nélkül. Jó, begyűjtjük itt az érceket is.
Revelio.
Hatalmas érzgyűjtő az ember. Na, úgy is van. Na, ez már tiszta scam. Ott vannak valami légballonok, haló.
This looks intriguing.
Na, mindjárt odaérünk. Hát Netti, hát elhozhattál volna.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Sirona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow.
Hát a színyóra visszatér.
Inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
I remember
Be
you.
on your guard.
Tér, na jó, itt van, már szétnézzünk. Hogy mi van erre? Ott tele van láda, csak az a baj, ez így be van zárva. Oké. Van egy kis shoppos. De akkor húzzunk vissza. Így szedd a lábad, Pali.
They must have come this way. Think.
Gyert, ott van a láda. Ez az. Mehet a bunyó. Hoppa, banditák. Ezek drogért jöttek.
Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Hopp. Hát rossz emberrel kezdtek ki.
You die for that.
Tűr. Apusz. Az mi? Gyerekek, ott. Hoppá, a kemény ember. A dualist.
Oh, I'm gonna eat.
We can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this stupid over my dead body. That's just the beginning. You've made a grave mistake.
Ír. Nagyot mentünk.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Itt valami időzőkör van.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Hát én profit defenses vagyok. Ott valami szörnyetek van a háttérben. Valami krokodil, mutáns krokodil.
They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts.
Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center.
Itt is nagy swirlések vannak.
What if
the Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols?
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Kört.
This
a nagy
trunk?
bút.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Revelio. I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on...
És nem tudom, ilyenkor át kéne váltani, nem?
And we'll see what happens.
Hopp.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
Ez reagált.
What should I do now?
Most meg lehetne idézni valami izé? Mountot, az nagyot menne. Leidéznénk egy sárkányt, hogy hello van.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Tűr.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio.
Várj, lehet, hogy van még ilyen? Ja, hogy várj, ott vannak még. Még az majdnem ilyen volt.
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Incendio.
Hopp, ott is van. Szezám tárulj. Wow. Hopp, egy itatás.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Oké, most van egy ilyen kis... Nem tudom mi ez. Kis vigyilló.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions.
Kifagyottam, hogy a
How does
víz.
it work? I must review my
Ennyi volt az utolsó pár cseppet lenyeltem.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Van még egy csomó ilyen cucc. Jó, legalább tudjuk, hogy ezek ilyen puzzle-ök. Ebből van még pár darab pályán. Így, de gyorsan összepakolsz. Ott is van amúgy egy ilyen... Jó, most... Hát nem tudom, mellékvesztekre menjünk erre, vagy se. Most hol tartunk így questügyileg? Aha. Nagy incendiós nem tudom ezek hol vannak jelenleg.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you.
Várjál, vissza kell mennünk a... Amúgy oda lenne jó eljutni. Csak ez nem tudom most hová portol minket. Mi ez a hatalmas csont? Az, ami repülődök? Ott van egyből egy nagy loot. Nem tudom kinyitni. Egye meg. Levioso.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Okay. Ez valami rejtvény. Hatalmas rejtvények. Szerintem most megyünk a ládát megcsonizni. Oda Sanda gyanom, bár mondjuk itt is van egy. Ott van a...
Accio!
Revelio, de... Az ott kapuk.
Levioso! Accio!
Accio-val se vársz, hogyha... És ez mindig lebeg, és erre fel tudnák... Aha. Ó.
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins.
I think I know just the place.
Look at pumpkins. Jaj. Dér. A gyors haladás. Elnézést. Oké, a tököt kell neki vinni. Dér.
Incendio! Revelio!
Abba a tökbe van benne a cucc. Most mondottam egy alkoholmenteset? Aha. Broken ducks. Úristen, gyerekek.
This better not be a trick.
Egészségedre. Jaj, itt nem lehet lemenni. Az igen. Itt valami hatalmas varázslatok mentek. Itt vannak valami kis cuccok, ezek kis materiálok. Tele van materiállal. Hopp, és itt a Dobby. Vagy kicsoda. Scrope.
The
Nagy
name's
Scrope Lajos.
Scrope serves the headmaster.
Hát a
Been in the
Scope.
Black family for years.
Scoper.
Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also
De,
in the
hogy be van kötve a
Scrope wishes to
fásival.
give it to the
Hogy
headmaster.
miért ne kellene? Ja, mert le van vágva a másik füle.
Entering the grotto long ago, Scrope continues to honor her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
Ja, nincs másik füle, csóri.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages.
Revelio.
And the ring.
Nézzük, hogy még mi van itt. Szétnézünk itt a parton. Ott van valami vörös cucc. Ja, hogy ez egy... Ez egy 9-es szintű vadember! Menj ki! Protégó van.
Incendio.
Protego. Stupid. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Oh, yeah. Jelenleg a 9-es szintű vadember nagyot ment. Volt nála egy hús. Van még egy. Álljatok. Itt nagy a baj. Itt túlságosan nagy a baj. Áttörte a pajzsomat is. Elképesztően nagy a baj. Azt a kurva. Protégó, gyenge az alaptámadásunk.